Hi Aries, thanks so much for being here. In this reading, we're going to explore how your person feels about you, how they see you, what actions will they take towards this connection in this time frame, and what are their blockages. And then on this side of the table, we're going to see where you're at in this connection. Roles can be reversed, and this is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aries. Now, before we get started with this reading, I hope that you could like this video. It is the best way to help my channel grow so I can reach more people and help them grow as well. I would really appreciate that support. All right. This is a very fascinating, different energy that I've been getting for, or previously. I don't really remember much about the Aries reading last time. But I feel like that they are fighting their intuition when it comes to this connection. Like, they know what this is. They know what this connection is, this soul connection. They know it, and they're just like, but I'll deal with it later. Later is gonna come, and it's just that energy where, oh, I'm getting started with the reading right now. It's like that energy where they think that's always going to be there. I'm feeling that you're very giving, very, I don't know, it's just, yeah, you're really giving, you're very loving. They feel the energy from this connection, and they know that it's true. Do they trust it? I'm not quite sure. But let's get the rest of your cards for your reading here. But almost done. Yeah, it's like this rebellion, like you're rebelling against them. Really disconnecting from them, not really believing what they have to say, and it's not game playing, and it's not being too guarded. Well, a little bit of guarded, but your energy is kind of you're exhausted by the chase, the running, the chasing, the dynamic, the breadcrumbing, the ghosting, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, like what's happening, and you're just you're kind of over it. But right now we have in the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Fool, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands on their side. Very beautiful energy on their side. However, with that Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords in their spread, it's kind of not committal. Like, they know what this is. They know how they feel inside. This is the one, Ten of Cups. For the Queen of Cups and the Hermit card, that is like following their intuition, dropping into the emotional space, understanding what this truly is to them. That Hermit card, they've done a lot of reflecting in the past about this. I'm hearing maybe after an argument or some type of disconnect or separation that you guys had, and they're realizing that they can't be like that anymore when it comes to this connection. And on your side, you want to give second chances. You're like, I know that this is going to happen sometime. I know that this is going to be, it's going to work out here with the Judgment card. But with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, they have the Queen of Cups in the upright on their side. When the Queen of Cups in the reverse, you're not holding your breath. You're just like, it's kind of like not trusting the feelings that you have. So, I've been going to say again, like, trust the energy, not the actions, because actions, especially when someone is trying to heal. In soul connections, you are brought together to heal certain aspects, spiritual lessons. I feel I'm going to be doing a video about spiritual lessons, because I keep on replaying and saying the same thing over and over and over again in different zodiac signs. And I'm not quite sure if I told you guys a certain spiritual lesson, and then next week, I don't know if I'm going to say it again. So I'm going to do a video about what are the spiritual lessons that we are supposed to learn, spiritual journeys and spiritual love. That's what I read for. But in any case, let's get a little bit more into detail. Here with the Hermit card and the Five of Wands, I'm feeling that when you stopped fighting for this connection, when you stopped chasing this connection, they started reflecting on like what's happening. Why is Aries not giving to the connection anymore? Where'd they go? And I feel like you stopped fighting, stopped calling, stopped chasing. And I'm feeling that there may have been some third-party connections. Take it as it resonates. It could be on your side or on their side. Whether it is career or family or friends or lovers, other people, like too many cooks in the kitchen here with the Five of Wands. I'm feeling that you said, like, if there's going to be other people in the mix, I can't be in that type of connection. And I'm feeling that was really difficult for some of you if that resonates for you. They do have a lot of love here. This is their feelings, but I'm feeling that with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, they really want to act on this. They really want to act on this, but the blockage here is the Knight of Wands. It's funny because, like, I never let just one card mess up the beautiful energy that is on the on the spread, but I read the energies before I read the definitions of the cards. And even though that the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Fool, and the Knight of Swords are all about cards about love and emotion and knowing what this is and feeling what this is and wanting to come towards you here, all of these cards together, the Queen of, like, this is a lot. And I feel like they've been sitting on this energy for a long time. Not a long time. It could be like, it doesn't have to even be a long time. It could be for 1 week, and that's a lot of emotions to bear. If this is a masculine energy, they don't lead with the heart, or they don't lead with emotion. And then they've been sitting with the Hermit card, sitting in their feelings this way. It's going to get to the point where it's going to be too much. And that's why, even though I'm getting all these great cards, and I'm going to clarify some of them, even though I'm getting a lot of great cards on their side, this one card, I never let one card take over the whole reading. But that Knight of Wands is that not wanting to commit. It's like, wow, this is so great, this is so great. And that's why I'm feeling like they think that this is going to be here forever. Like, you'll never slip away, but you want karmic justice. There's a Justice card, and when I said Justice card, this one was turned up on the top. I'm feeling that they're going to come in. They're going to show not so much Casanova energy, but the Fool and the Knight of Wands that's wanting to jump in, start a new cycle with you, kind of see where you are, have some communication with you. But I'm feeling it is mostly because their emotions, the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups, that's happily ever after, knowing what this truly is. But there's like, I'm talking so much right now, and I'm just like, and I'm a feminine energy, and this energy doesn't scare me, but I'm feeling their energy and it scares them. Here's the Ten of Cups again. Like, I think they were forced to sit with their emotions there with their Hermit card. The Magician and the Three of Cups. Yeah, I was clarifying the Fool and the Knight of Swords here, and it's saying like, I'm going to get some spirit guidance for you here in the way that they're going to act, but that's wanting to come towards you. The Three of Cups and the Magician card, that to me is manipulation. That's breadcrumbing. That's just kind of wanting to come in and see like where you're at, how you're doing, kind of get close to you, be a little flirty. But with the Magician in the reverse, it's not time yet. But let's get some spirit advice for you when it comes to that. What deck should I use? Spirit guidance for you. Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's saying that your intuition here, with the way that you're thinking of the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Queen of Cups in the reverse is shown up here too. Their way they're feeling is Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is all over this reading. All 3 decks that I'm using for this reading got the Queen of Cups, but 2 times in reverse though. The emotions are very imbalanced, and you're gonna know that. And you know that in the Ace of Cups, it's not time. Ace of Cups to me as a reader, sometimes in the reverse, it's unconditional love. With both unconditional love for yourself, and you want to put yourself first and not to give to the connection too much. So if they're going to rush in, you know, you want to move forward with this person, right? If that's the case, you want to move forward, you want to give, but trust your intuition, because if you're feeling it's not time, that's part of your lesson to learn that if it's not time to do something just yet, but you really, really want it, there's a desire there, but the intuition is saying no, try to go with your intuition. If the intuition is saying no, and you know that it's not time, you know they're going to breadcrumb you, but you really, really want to spend time with them, that is a very, very hard lesson to learn in the soulmate connection, or a twin flame connection, or any spiritual love connection. Now, I read for people who are not in abusive, mental, physical, or emotional types of abuse, because that is not a spiritual love or spiritual connection. So really follow your intuition if that's the case, if you feel like you're in a karmic situation. But in a spiritual connection, one of the things that you have to learn is to kind of put that boundary and kind of stop giving too much. And as a feminine energy, that is like the ultimate, not so much test, but the ultimate level of becoming, of mastery. And so they're really urging you to tread lightly and make sure to put your boundaries up. Put your boundaries up with that. And I'm feeling that's the case. I really feel here with the Justice card, you are going to. So let's see what, with your actions when it comes to the Justice card here, what your actions will be. I'm not clarifying all the cards this week because I am pressed for time. But maybe next week I'll get back into my normal groove. The Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Wands to me is so the Queen of Wands to me in a reading, in a soulmate reading, is the karmic situation. And I was about to say that, and they're like, no, 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 no. Backtrack that, girl, because the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Wands, that's you wanting that passion. I'm feeling it's like, you're like, well, if it's just one heated night of passion, like, what's the hurt? What's the hurt? Because I really, really want to. And if they're gonna breadcrumb me after, you know what? I totally, I'll take the hit. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Only you would know if you're ready for something casual with your soulmate, if they're still healing something. Only you would know. I am not going. I don't give my own advice. It's gonna be different for everybody. But let me get some spirit guidance, because that was just more spirit guidance when it comes to this connection for your actions. Your path and intuition. Yep, it's just confirming your path and your intuition. Only you would know if it's meant for you, or if it's meant for you, if you've done enough healing to be able to go down that route with your counterpart. Or if you, like, you're like, okay, well, I know that they're healing, I want to be with them, I totally get what I'm getting myself into. That's up to you. If you've done enough healing, I'm not going to say and otherwise, but it says, dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. So what do you need right now? What do you need right now? Is that heartbreak that you're going to receive after they ghost you again or breadcrumbing you again? Because like the Knight of Wands energy is their blockage. That's just like heated passion of one, like just to see how you are, to be close to you, to flirt around, and then like be on their merry way. These are soul connections. They're not done healing. So I'm going to clarify this card and see where they're at with that. Why they're, what do they need to heal? I feel like Seven of Wands. Okay. I'm feeling, ooh, Nine of Cups. Okay. Oof. So they have two things here: emotional fulfillment and confidence within themselves. There's a lot of healing they still need to do when it comes to their confidence. I'm feeling that you pulling back your energy, or you're the one maybe has been ghosting or pulling away your energy, has kind of brought down their confidence to the point where they're chasing. But they chase, but divine or masculine energies are able to go back to masculine energies to run right when they get what they want. It is, I'm talking about soul connections here. I'm not talking about abusive connections. I'm talking about this person needs to heal. And if you're aware of that, there's no blame games. If you're aware that that's going to happen, it takes two for that to happen. It takes two. With the Eight of Pentacles, there's also what's stopping them is their own physical world abundance. I'm feeling that they want to work on their own. I'm not really hearing about independence, but with the Knight of Wands, that is about wanting their independence. Eight of Pentacles is like wanting to be more fulfilled in their job. And I'm feeling that I'm hearing this is their conscious awareness that they are not confident. They're going to bring off this ego, this magician in the reverse, like kind of try to get what they want. But again, it takes two to be this way. And you have to heal. Both of you guys need to heal this aspect. So you could continue doing this with them, or really stop yourself from giving to the connection when you know for certain that it is not the right time. The only way for them to open up here with the Seven of Wands is if they could heal this, and I'm feeling that they're still healing this. But in their mind, like the way that they see this is very beautiful. Are they going to listen to their own intuition? Absolutely not. I'm going to clarify this Judgment card on your end and the way that you're feeling. The Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so you're feeling just the way you're very empowered the way you're feeling, because they're going to show up as a Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is quick movement forward, determined to communicate. But you're saying here with the Queen of Swords, like you're feeling that if they do that, you're literally telling me right now, if they do that, you're going to kind of be have a little attitude about it. And you're not going to let it slide. You're feeling that you don't want to let this slide or let them slide anymore, and give them a second chance. You want to give them a second chance, but if they don't show up correct, that you don't feel like giving. However, passion and intensity and intimacy. You're just like, but I want that. So take it as it resonates. That's just kind of how these things are playing out. It's going to be different for you. Some of you guys are going to say no. Some of them will be like, hey, let's just do this again. Let's do the cycle again. But that's up to you. Let me just do the one last card is your blockage. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is not being open, kind of being greedy. Greedy about what exactly? Let's see. Greedy about what? Yeah, but on their side with the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Cups, that Knight of Wands, there's a lot of passion. Like they want that physical connection with you. I'm being guided also to say that what is that word? The strong desire that they have with you is that sexual energy is sometimes some people, I'm not a professional, but sometimes people confuse that with love. And so now there's actually real love in this connection, and that they're thinking that, oh well, this is just sexual, because back in the previously it was it was in reverse, where they thought that love was that heated passion, and then they're thinking that this is the same thing, but in actuality it's not. Okay, so you got the Five of Wands in the reverse on your side here, in their past. In your blockage, you got the Five of Wands in the upright. So I'm feeling that you might slip again, not slip in, kind of. This is combative energy, blame game energy, kind of rushing them out or chasing them away by like, you did this to me, you did that to me. You guys both needed to heal things. So if they did something that you didn't like, that was something that you allowed to happen. It's a blame game thing. Like you knew that they were going to breadcrumb you, or they ghosted you for a long time and then you let them in and they ghosted you again. Like you know what the pattern was. So that it's something that you also need to heal. So be very mindful of that. Yeah, and I think that's all I have for you, Aries. If this helps, I hope you like, share, subscribe, and comment to really help my channel grow so I can reach more people and help them grow. And I forgot to mention that in the links below, there is a link to my Facebook page if you wanted an area to talk about like healthy love and soulmate connections. There's a Facebook page for that I created. And if you want to book a personal reading, that is in the description box below too. Thanks, bye.